I'm back again, gun strap packing in more metaphors and lyrics from this young man. AMac is the boss, spitting lyrics once again. Metaphorically, physically, I know you feeling it.
Revealing approved information now, episode 12. Another day, another crown. Strive for greatness. If I sound down a little bit, it's because I am. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That Nipsey shit kind of fucked me up a lot, not a little bit at all. This shit is not Honey Obey, you feel what I'm saying? This shit really, like, when I heard before he even when they officially pronounced him gone to the kingdom, I already sat back, like, and I already cried and shit, bro, like, and then when it came out, yo, that shit was non-stop. Like, I had to call Demp, you feel what I'm saying, to calm my nerves and shit like that, like, all over the place, you feel what I'm saying. And you have to understand the significance of what this brother meant. And I know we're gonna talk about other stuff on the podcast, and this is a Nipsey appreciation for life, not just for the week. Y'all know I normally a lot of my older shows I had put the interviews and stuff like that on here, but at the end of the day, I wanted to get back to doing that. And Nipsey is somebody that in my youth, coming up, you feel me as a younger man, I'm still a young man, but I'm saying as a younger man coming up in high school, I bumped Nipsey, and people I bumped in high school the most out of the MCs, and he was in that, Nipsey was in that freshman class with J. Cole, so I bumped J. Cole and Nipsey that ass out of the most, and that's what people was going back and forth between the Kendrick and all that. But back to the point, man, this brother represented a lot, and he came out speaking that independent shit. Y'all don't understand the half, man. And a lot of people disrespectful online talk about who is Nipsey, that's uncultured and unseasoned. They don't got that Obey, they don't got that Honey Obey. Fuck them, bitch. You can Google that shit. Y'all, it's common fucking sense, y'all. Like, some shit be making me mad. I apologize, y'all. But we gonna switch it up. We got the GQ interview with Lauren London, but this Nipsey Hussle, y'all heard it yesterday, but if that's in case you didn't, revealing approved information.
Yeah, we're learning new information. TMZ and other sources reporting that rapper Nipsey Hussle has died after this afternoon shooting out in front of his shop here. Take a look behind me. It is a massive crime scene. This is here at Crenshaw and also Slauson Avenue in the Hyde Park area. Unclear the other victims' conditions at this time. We're told that 3 people were shot. You can see the scene. Now take a look at this video. Skyfox overhead in the Hyde Park neighborhood after reports of the shooting, with multiple victims just after 3:20 this afternoon. Multiple sources reporting that rapper Nipsey Hussle, whose real name is Ermias Asgium, was shot and killed. The 33-year-old was shot outside of his clothing shop called Marathon that he opened back in 2017. About an hour before the shooting, Nipsey tweeted something about enemies, and let's put that on your screen. He wrote this: "Having strong enemies is a blessing." No other explanation. Well, then, as you know, he was shot about an hour later. Nipsey has released multiple mixtapes over the past decade and dropped his first studio album last year. He was very successful, which got him a Grammy nomination for Best Rap Album. He was also very important in this community, so many people telling us that. According to people who live nearby, and others rushed to the scene after hearing the news, they're heartbroken. Take a listen.
We heard shots and then sirens, and it happened really fast. And when we got down here, they were saying that Nipsey was the one that got shot in his barbershop.
I feel sorry. I got tears in my heart because I love Nipsey Hussle. He's been good to a lot of people, and I don't understand why somebody will do that to him, because he's a good person. And I hope so they get this person who has done this and get justice for this.
And we're back out here live right now. You can see this massive crime scene as police continue to investigate. Now, that last woman that we talked to, Elizabeth James, she also said that she saw a man in a black hoodie running away from the scene with a gun after hearing gunshots. She also kept calling it a setup. Police telling us they do not have any suspects at this point in time. And obviously, they're still going to be out here for quite some time. You're being told to avoid the area if you can. We're going to stay on top of the story. We're going to have team coverage for you tonight at 10. That is the very latest? We're live here in the Hyde Park neighborhood. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Alright, so basically what I was saying is, it's this simple. A lot of people trying to say this gang shit, but if you hear a lot of people that's from LA that talk about the situation, they broke down their structure. Whatever city you from, you feel me? Mainly you already know Maryland MD 4434, but no, this the homeland, so yeah, you did. But whatever city you from, you understand construction and certain shit. When they do construction here, they cut shit straight off, but that's around the world, you feel what I'm saying? So if they telling you it's no way that it could have been some regular gang shit without them getting caught or ran up on, you have to understand he's beloved on the whole block, you feel what I'm saying? And he is our generation pop. That's why I love when he started that verse, because now, you feel me, we get to keep quoting that, and I've been bumping that shit all day, bro. And niggas really been crazy over that shit, but at the end of the day, it's like he was bridging gaps, and he was 33 years old, and y'all, if y'all understand the numeral numbers in that of assassination attempts, then you can have the conscience enough to peep it. And a lot of people like, yo, he was a gangbang and shit like that. That's a lot of shit. They're gonna try to dig that up and bring that first, but I just want y'all to know that shit didn't work on Pop. So we won't have nothing to worry about as far as Nipsey legacy being sealed, you feel what I'm saying? And that ass, people have to fucking understand, bro. Like, nigga, I'm ripped the fuck up right now, and them to worry about my safety all the time with this music shit. A lot of people don't know. I told y'all niggas on Glorified Hatred, I'm only calling the people niggas if you understand the terminology, and I'm trying to sway away from that word as well. Only use kings and queens, princes and princesses. That's it. Or if you enemy, you already know what you is. You could be anything. Fuck you. Back to the point. Nipsey, his influence, and people trying to say that gang tie shit is just something that won't stick, and it didn't stick while he was alive, and when he's dead, it's not gonna stick. And I understand when niggas dead, because they trying to say this overshadows everything that this man represented, and that's false. And it's still a lot of unhidden shit that we probably didn't see yet. And he spoke to you on that BET shit. See, I dead ass be living on the rock per se, you feel what I'm saying? I tune into my own shit. I be watching a lot of different throwback shit and listen to a lot of throwback shit. I do listen to artists from my generation. Like I told y'all, Nipsey is like Pop to me. The significance of what he represented, he's that of our generation, and he had unity at all bounds. And I heard he had the Fred Hampton views that I also shared as well, with unity amongst all races that's willing to get down, you feel what I'm saying? Because a lot of races be skeptical because they fear that if we try to have unitement with these people, and they calling us these people economically, then we're gonna take L's. And that's how they look at it. If you look at it in that selfish mind state, if you a tribal people, you already know Latinos are tribal, our Indigos are tribal, you feel me? Native Indians are tribal. You already know our Mexicans are tribal people. It's like some of the same type of rituals and stuff like that. And African Americans are African, so I don't even have to say that. That's the case if anybody was fucked up on that. And he also had ties internationally, and he was trying to do that. So they killed Fred Hampton because he had the Fred Hampton views. And I tell people all the time, we do have our trailer park soldiers, you feel what I'm saying? I'm not racist at all. We only speak about what's unjust, you feel what I'm saying? My man Mike, Maryland XXX, you feel what I'm saying? He's not black. So at the end of the day, and he's our brother, you feel what I'm saying? He don't have no type of remorse. He never even think about saying the word and type of shit like that. Like we never had no conversation where the word came up, or need to feeling, oh yeah, I'm so cool that I need to say it. So for the people to try to say, well, some people could say it, if you have the urge to say it, you feel me? I understand some people raised in it, but at the end of the day, bro, you can break habits, and I understand it's hard. But you gonna have to do what you gotta do, and the world's not fair, my nigga. So people bitching about small shits, and niggas literally went through a whole genocide. Not slavery, you feel what I'm saying? I'm not saying slavery wasn't genocide. I'm saying not only slavery, we talking about years, a few years ago, my nigga, in my grandparents' generation, bombs in houses and shit like that. So what the fuck is y'all talking about? Exactly. And y'all already know the other false bitch ass shit that was hit in our community. We need growth, we need to be serious, and we need to stop bullshitting. We need to kick out these lame ass bubblegum niggas, you feel what I'm saying? And I don't even want to say that because I'm not a part of that shit. I just do me, you feel what I'm saying? And I don't got no beef with nobody, and y'all know what bubblegum is, you feel what I'm saying? Not the street soldiers that's they understand that maybe they don't have the skill set to be on that conscious shit. Everybody gotta have opportunity. I'm not talking about that. People try to have division. That's why on the album I got a lot of good shit for y'all. I promise y'all. You feel what I'm saying? But back to the point, they can't stop Nipsey legacy. Fuck y'all. Dead ass. And he uplifted his woman. And this happened to me before. I say this all the time. I say the black woman is God. You feel what I'm saying? And there's a lot of theories behind that shit that people get mad with me about. When you check, man, I cherish, you feel what I'm saying, black women entirely, and y'all don't understand I have. So the giver of life, the first giver of life to all. So at the end of the day, my opinion is my opinion. Y'all can disagree with me, cool. We gotta keep this rolling with the fact that all that gang shit that they trying to bring up, yeah, unity. What about that? Yeah, you can bring the gang shit up, talk about the gang unity that he brought. And if it was Satan, like I said, I'm not from LA, you feel what I'm saying? So these people from LA, they saying, nah, that shit dead in that area, it's all love. It's too busy on that Sunday for him to get hit like that. All that shit. So at the end of the day, what the fuck is niggas talking about, bro? Nothing. And like I said, it didn't stop Pop, and it's not gonna stop Nip. You gonna keep grinding. Shout out to Hussle. You feel what I'm saying? He already know what it is, man. My man Ian. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of niggas don't understand the half between what's going on, and we need that bridge gap of unity. Somebody that can vibe amongst all crowds. That's what the Fred Hampton Views is. A lot of people don't understand when I be saying it. That's what that is. Fred Hampton Views. Here are trailer park soldiers. Feel me? Our Latino riders, our Mexican riders. He had everybody, my nigga. And I'm not just saying, you feel me, you trashy from the trailer park, but it is a stigma, and everybody know that. A lot of people from the trailer park, they even get shitted on, you feel me, by white folk. And it's all about unity for all and love at the end of the day. But if you have negative energy, no matter who you are, and one thing I loved about Nip, he exposed niggas that's lame in the hood. You do have lame niggas that's in the hood. So, you feel what I'm saying? And you have niggas that's not from the hood and then have a fall and then come to the hood. So, at the end of the day, but you do have the niggas that's born in the hood. You don't hate your own people because you pointing out what's going on in your neighborhood. You gotta fix the issues. Them niggas is the issue. If you just randomly want to beat niggas up in your hood, shoot niggas up in the hood, no matter what the fuck your age is, you a clown ass nigga. Point blank period, nigga. You ain't no king and you ain't no queen. Cause queen, you feel what I'm saying? Bitches be out there clapping niggas too, nigga, and doing niggas dirty too. So we not gonna just put it on situation. We pointing out all the lame ass niggas and bitches. But let's get to the kings and queens. Nipsey and Lauren London on the GQ interview.
Hey, I'm Lauren London, sitting here with. Don't cheat.
Let me
mix these up. Can I mix these up?
I was looking at my jewelry. I wasn't even looking at the question.
Okay. Take two. Hey, what's up? I'm Lauren London, and I'm sitting here with the amazing Nipsey Hussle, the Great. This is the GQ couples quiz. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
He's always ready. See, he stays ready so he doesn't have to get ready.
You got the script, damn.
You know, babe, I'm an actress. So, what is my favorite movie of all time?
You got like 3 or 4.
Of all time, though. The one I'm always like, one day, if someone...
Gone to win?
Yeah. Can I help you out a little bit?
That's right?
Yeah, it's right.
I got one.
You got one.
Let's go.
One for Hussle. What is my favorite color?
I don't know if you ever told me that, but I'll just say red. Because we joked about it. Or purple.
Purple.
I never remember you saying this is my favorite color.
Purple for royalty.
So I got that right too.
Okay, you did. You're always right.
It wasn't never like we had that convo, this is my favorite color, so that's just some shit we gotta establish now.
5 years and now he learns that purple's my favorite color. Who is my celebrity crush?
You don't tell me no stuff like that. I ain't the type boyfriend that his girl be like, this is my celebrity crush. So she's probably, that's some shit you know and I don't know.
You.
That's
I don't
all.
have a celebrity crush. I'm with my celebrity crush.
Right, there you go.
Who's your celebrity crush?
I ain't got no celebrity crush.
Me.
Nice question, girl, come on.
What's my favorite nickname to call you?
Hustle. Right?
Yeah.
What was it in your mind?
Babe, but
Oh, right.
Hustle.
All right.
I call you Hustle. Describe my perfect day or date.
How we gonna tell if it's right though?
I'll tell you if it's in the ballpark.
I mean, you would like some good food, a good playlist, and like nature, I think.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. Where did she write that down though? How did you check that, like if that was right?
It's an internal.
So she just telling me if I'm right or wrong?
Yes.
Gotcha.
What was the last book I read?
I don't know the title, I know the author. I know it's Queen of Four book.
There you go, Sacred Woman.
Yeah. I'm in tune, man. You know what I'm saying?
What's my cell phone number?
I don't know it. It's 2018. I think about that too. Like cell phones remove knowing numbers by heart, so I don't really know nobody.
Do you know the area code?
718.
All right.
Yeah.
Next question. If I could travel anywhere in the world, where would I go?
Bali.
Yep.
I got that right.
Yep. This one you better get right. Who is better with cross?
His dad.
No.
What you mean? That's easy. Me, of course.
And that's wrong. Me.
I'm supposed to say you?
Yeah.
Nah.
I changed diapers.
I don't think so, but all right. Next question.
What was Cross's first word?
Bye-bye.
No, Hustle Dada.
Oh. That was all to me in the same window though.
They were.
It was like three
But
words
Daddy.
he was saying at the same
Dada
time.
was his first word. What's my favorite food to cook for you?
My favorite or your favorite?
I mean, I think it's the same.
Tacos.
Yeah.
Some LA shit.
What's my guilty pleasure TV show?
Mob wives or some shit. One of them wives, housewives.
The Housewives, yeah. Where did we first meet, and what did I think of you the first time we met?
She was head over heels sprung from day one.
And he
we
got
met.
this wrong.
We met, you know what I'm saying? For the first time in person on Crenshaw and Slauson at my store.
Yes, but what did I think?
What did you say you thought, or what did
No,
I think
what do you
thought?
think I think? I
Thought she was head over heels, committed and ready to roll. You know what I'm saying?
Right, so you got half of that right.
Yeah,
it was
man.
on Crenshaw and
Yeah,
Slauson, and
that's
I
the
thought
part
he was
I got
very
right.
tall.
That's what you said. Yeah, you thought I was tall.
Like, he's tall. Do I like spicy or sweet better?
Spicy.
No.
I do. I like spicy.
I like sweet.
Yeah.
What's my favorite flavor ice cream?
Chocolate.
I hate
It's
chocolate.
vanilla, chocolate, or strawberry. Which one?
No, it's cookies and cream, pralines and cream,
So
strawberry.
what's your favorite?
Cookies and cream.
Yeah. Okay.
This might be kind of hard. What was our most memorable date?
Oh, I can tell you.
What?
We went to Noble and we made a dare that you would jump in the ocean with your clothes on, and you did.
Yeah. And I lost those Karen Walker glasses.
Exactly.
What's my middle name?
Gina.
Fuck you. What's my middle name?
No. You know I knew that.
Okay, what color are my eyes?
Brown.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's not hard.
No.
What was my first acting job?
Oh yeah, you was in Soul Plane. Yeah, your shit got cut. That's a good story.
I was in Soul Plane as passenger number 2, and I was cut out. If I can live anywhere, where would it be?
Malibu. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's right.
What's my zodiac sign?
Sag.
Yep.
Yeah.
What am I the most comfortable sleeping in?
Nothing.
Yep. What's my shoe size?
Small. Nah, but like, I don't know, 4, 3 maybe? 4?
4.
Yeah.
You got it.
I'm killing it, bro. I'm batting like 1,000.
I mean, you know.
Come on, cuz. Shit.
What's my favorite thing to order at Starbucks?
Since you been with me, you copy my order, low key.
No.
Oh, the little cinnamon dolce latte? Yeah. I'm good. I down there got all of this shit right.
Wait,
Come on.
It's been 17 years.
I need her to answer my question.
No,
that's
not what this
part
game
2.
is. Okay, what's the best way to make me mad?
I don't even care or think about that type of thing, honestly.
I don't
I don't think like that. What's the best way to make my girl
Ignoring
mad?
my text.
Yeah, I don't, you know what I'm saying?
That'll piss me off. What's my favorite part of my body?
It's gonna sound real arrogant and vain. Your face. Is that your favorite part? Or your nose? You like your nose?
I like my nose.
Yeah, you told me that before.
What's your favorite part of my body?
Your ass, right?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Of course. What I'm gonna say, your foot, your leg, be fake on camera?
What nicknames do I call Cross?
Pootie. That's really your main one, Pootie.
I know Pootie.
Mm-hmm.
And Papa Bear.
Pootie.
When he came out, I'm like, I don't know. Who knows? Something.
Just mama shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, what's my favorite song of yours?
Don't give a fuck.
Yep.
That's your favorite one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Describe me in 3 words.
This is turning to Lauren praise, for sure. Charismatic, for sure. I would say like honorable. And emotional.
Emotional, okay.
That's honest.
Okay.
You're an actress, there's nothing wrong with that.
What's my favorite thing about you?
That's a long list, you know what I'm saying? The favorite one, though, I would say my spirit. No?
I do like your song.
Yeah.
And that was my last question. Here's your score. You did
Excellent.
amazing.
You know what I mean?
I'm not surprised.
We'll be back for how well she knows me.
Bobby Fields going through all types of physical and mental torture.
These are funny.
But that's all right, because we said even before this happened. And we're going to say it after this, and after I'm locked up, and after everybody's locked up, that you can jail revolutionaries, but you can't jail a revolution. Right. You might run a liberator like Aaron Cleave out the country, but you can't run liberation out the country. You might murder a freedom fighter like Bobby Hutton, but you can't murder freedom fighting. And if you do, you come up with answers that don't answer, explanations that don't explain. You come up with conclusions that don't conclude. And you come up with people that you thought should be acting like pigs, just acting like people and moving on pigs. And that's what we've got to do. So we're going to see about Bobby, regardless of what these people think we should do. Because school is not important and work is not important. Nothing's more important than stopping fascism, because fascism will stop us all.
Yeah, another day, another crime. For sure. Maryland. You know what I mean? You know, this one called for sure, you did. AMac. Only some people understand it, but hey, you know. Beautiful day, another crime. The ugliness sometimes turn beautiful, whatever I you look at that shit, you know. Yeah. For sure, I wanna see a change. For sure, I'm tired of cops loading up with clips and shooting us in our fucking brain. For sure, we gotta use a brain. For sure, the blood from these pigs is gonna have a permanent street stain. For sure, I'm tired of seeing all my people go through pain. Single mothers, single fathers all go through that stressing. Not knowing if they son or they daughter gonna be a victim of the slaughter. These piggies don't got no jurisdiction on no world order. The world don't see is dying every day. They just want us to say everything gon' be okay. KKK slaying everything. They want us not to move, but nobody ever gonna make change. So we gonna tax these niggas with these dollar bills, piling up these bodies with nobody's shooting shotty still. One is to remain still, but still we follow every direction, but somehow we always get killed. For sure that shit gon' change. For sure I'm tired of the pain. For sure I'm tired of these niggas thinking that this shit's a game. They all want us to fall, but that's just the season, nigga. Keep on acting like you killing us for no reason, nigga. Actually they killing us for their reason, nigga. But in reality we know there's really not no reason, nigga. If you see us when you see us wildin' out, we gon' shoot you when we kill you, then we gon' be dipping out. For sure I want change. For sure I want these people to understand that we tired of the blood slain. For sure my people gotta make change. For sure it's for sure that we gotta understand it's not a game. For sure I want to see change. For sure I'm tired of all the blood slain. All my people dying. For sure we gotta make change. For sure we gotta let these niggas know that this ain't no fucking game. Life been racist, the world been strange. This shit never gon' change. I wonder if we make it out, will they feel our pain? They said slavery's a part of American history, but nobody acting like they care about the damn thing. Still locked in chains, still mentally not capable of making change. Well, we are, but we fucked up in the stupid things. Materialistic values got my niggas tumbling and fumbling to the point where we stepping over each other like the crab effect. It's sad to see, and everybody gonna continue to get murked because nobody wanna change history. That Malcolm and Martin and Fred had them dead. Dr. Huey P. Newton said genetics is the reason why we still exist. Meaning they gave us all the worst shit, then they reversed the curse and came back 10 times stronger. What the fuck did you expect? We are the original people. They want us to fall, and I know we'll never be an equal. Movie making sequels, never leave. But I just hope that we can fly before these niggas say sayonara permanently.
In America, black people are treated very much as the Vietnamese people or any other colonized people because we're brutalized. The police in our community occupy our area, our community as a foreign troop occupies territory. And the police are there not to, in our community, not to promote our welfare or for our security and our safety, but they're there to contain us, to brutalize us and murder us because they have their orders to do so. And just as the soldiers in Vietnam have their orders to destroy the Vietnamese people, the police in our community couldn't possibly be there to protect our property because we own no property. They couldn't possibly be there to see that we receive the due process of law for the simple reason that the police themselves deny us the due process of law. And so it's very apparent that the police are only in our community, not for our security, but the security of the business owners in the community, and also to see that the status quo is kept intact. When we first started, we had a police alert patrol, and we would patrol the community. If we saw the police brutalize anyone, we would put an end to this. Usually the police would brutalize anyone if we were on hand because we were armed, and if the police arrested the individual, we would follow him to the jail and bail the individual out, whether he was a Panther or not. And we would gain many recruits like this. So therefore the community started to say that, well, these people are really concerned about our welfare. We feel that the white students should relate and pay more attention to the colonized situation here of the blacks first, because after all, this is home. And they should, this is not to say that they shouldn't denounce America's treacherous actions abroad. I think they can be done at the same time. That it's just a matter of placing emphasis upon the criminal activities of America here in the...
to devise some kind of method or strategy to offset some of the events or a repetition of the events that have taken place recently. We have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough. And it is because of our effort toward getting straight to the root that people oftentimes think we are dealing in hate.
As sharp as a boxer with a box cutter, the uppercut ya. Now listen up as I speak these words. You hate your skin cause you feel like it's not clear enough. You hate your spouse cause you feel like they don't care enough. You hate the fact that your people went through slavery. but you can't rise from the oppression and have enough bravery and say no, not me. My life's been matter, gun splatter, your whole damn brain. All the killings that we see from my people in America, I wonder how are we still sane? Most of us off the cuckoo rocks, smoking J's, puffing on that powder back to take us away from the harsh reality. From Maryland, where this the home of the slaves, home of the heroin, home of the place where everybody gotta pray to Yahshua if you tryna make it to the next stage. Eclipse like a paragon or the moonlight, I shine bright, I'm out of sight. That bird box don't be pecking right. Angry birds, I Twitter all the time, I'm upset at night. New millennials wishing they could fight, but it's not the same era of the civil rights. I just have to accept that and try to have my own form of combat. I can no longer tolerate that. Black lives matter. Just to say it, we need to make somebody's skull crack. Like the cover of Rockstar, bully my way through. I wonder if you care about me or I'm just a piece of shit to you. Probably number two, the odds are so irony. That's why you gotta keep your iron with you. I feel like Tony Stark's, man. Beat that nigga ass and take him out of space like you did Spider-Man. I am Thanos, one snap and always goes all pain. Stay alive and understand it's deeper than what the flesh say. It's deeper than the mind and brain. Yahshua will make a way. Just continue to be humble, aggressive and brave. Lord have mercy. I know you hate yourself, but I love you.
We are oppressed.
I know you
we
hate
are exploited.
yourself,
we are downtrodden. We are denied not only civil rights but even human rights. So the only way we're going to get some of this oppression and exploitation away from us or aside from us is come together against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to?
Who?
So much so that you don't want to be around each other.
We know. Alright, so back to the point. What I did was with the GQ, it's just pointing out how he embraced his queen. And he's gonna be represented for all of this. You feel what I'm saying? His past is his past. Everybody has to grow. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of people try to say, oh no, fuck that, he's a bad influence, he's a gangbanger. When a lot of these people that's unseasoned and not from the culture, they don't got no type of honey or bay at all. When they come in here and they, no matter what race you are, you feel what I'm saying, and you talk about, oh, he's a gangbanger, shut the fuck up. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to relax, cause I don't want to get to the point where niggas get punched in their mouth. We have to defend our heroes and our soldiers. He fed our community, he fed our family, he fed our kings and queens, our princesses and princes. He fed generations, you feel what I'm saying, that's coming up. He tried to establish that internationally as well, because it's a, and we also have to point this out, it's a bad representation of a lot of people that's internationally discriminating against us for whatever reason. Fuck y'all, get y'all shit together. Y'all niggas and bitches too. Y'all just niggas and bitches that's not in America. Fuck y'all, we have all unity. And shout out to my brothers and sisters that have the unity that's internationally, and they don't give a fuck about this lame ass media shit that's false portraying. And you got a lot of people that watch film. Oh, you guys are thug. Film, I watch film. I watch movie that's written and directed and fake. We know it's a script, but I watch film. They have to get it from somewhere. It's not that memory, but it's film. Shut the fuck up, man. And I ain't even want to waste all that time doing that, man. But Lord London, hopefully, Queen, your head is on straight and you positive, and your princesses is straight as well. Like, this shit is really fucking with me right now. I'm trying to relax because it put me in a different place. I can't imagine how she would feel if I ever got assassinated. But let's get into Jussie Smollet.
I just made a couple notes. First of all, I want to thank my family, my friends, the incredible people of Chicago and all over the country and the world who have prayed for me, who have supported me, who've shown me so much love. No one will ever know how much that has meant to me, and I will forever be grateful. I want you to know that not for a moment was it in vain. I've been truthful and consistent on every single level since day one. I would not be my mother's son if I was capable of one drop of what I've been accused of. This has been an incredibly difficult time, honestly one of the worst of my entire life. But I am a man of faith, and I'm a man that has knowledge of my history, and I would not bring my family, our lives, or the movement through a fire like this. I just wouldn't. So I want to thank my legal counsel from the bottom of my heart, and I would also like to thank the state of Illinois for attempting to do what's right. Now I'd like nothing more than to just get back to work and move on with my life. But make no mistakes, I will always continue to fight for the justice, equality, and betterment of marginalized people everywhere. So again, thank you for all the support, thank you for faith, and thank you to God. Bless y'all, thank you very much.
All right, I wanted to, switch it up a little bit, and we're gonna get back to Nipsey appreciation, because this is what this is all about. But I wanted to talk about this case. And he got set free, right? And a lot of people, like Chris Rock. No, before we get into that, a lot of people are mad that he's free, right? Why would y'all want to wish jail on this man? And I want to say a lot of gay homosexuals have it very hard, and I think a lot of it did start from the church. We have to be honest. Revealing approved information now. A lot of it started from the church because it's like the image that you get when you were a kid, because the image I got put in my head when I was a kid was gay people are like the damn near next closest thing to Satan, you feel what I'm saying? Because it's supposed to be ungodly, like it's supposed to be like one of the craziest sins, and they talk about Babylon and all types of shit, all about the activity. So it's like, oh shit, I don't want to be nothing near you, and the devil is crazy. You don't want to fuck with the devil. So a lot of people get violent, a lot of people get uncomfortable. Be who you are, you know what I'm saying? It's not me to speak on. I'm not a part of the community, but I have loved ones that is, and I will fight for them to death. Like I said before, you already know what it is, man. But before we get into that, I just wanted to say this man was innocent. He told y'all keep riding with him. I never spoke negative at all on no type of situation on this man, because of the fact that y'all so fucking gullible to the media. The Nigerians came out. I heard he just brought nutrient products from the men. So one thing that y'all have to realize is people are so gullible, they so stupid, and that's why I put Chris Rock on this clip. Y'all heard him on the last clip. On the last clip. I'm getting tongue tied and shit. Y'all heard him in the last clip because of the fact that he was like, it's okay for Louis C.K. to say nigger. It's okay for him to do that. Rather nigga or nigger, it don't make a difference, bitch. We hear negatively. Why would you have the motive to say it? So back to what I'm saying, he made fun of this man. Like, and it's like, I don't give a fuck when nobody say we can't sit up here. Everybody's Chris is hilarious. Tamarine was hilarious. He got a lot of good shit. And I love I do agree with him as niggas versus black people, because you feel what I'm saying, that's his reality. And a lot of people took offense to that, saying, oh, you can't preach separation all people. No, it is the ones in the hood as predators. We can't act like it's not. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck them, and fuck them bitches as well. Fuck them lame niggas and bitches. Like I said, back to the point. Chris Rock been doing a lot of cool shit, and he just keep doing it, and he won't stop. You already heard what he said at the Grammys before, and I don't want to call him a coon and shit. I'm just saying what's labeled, and y'all already know what the fuck time it is. So anyway, Chris Rock, is it no type of remorse for him? He get a pass again, and people was laughing this shit to their right. If it's funny, it's funny. You can't tell them about what's funny. You feel me? My sense of humor is a little twisted. Now I don't laugh at like niggas getting shot and shit. Like niggas be really online laughing at that shit, looking at that shit, all type of shit. I'm just saying, you know, people fall. You feel what I'm saying? Or, you know, something like that. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But Jussie, he was set free. Fuck all y'all that want him get taken down. A lot of people took it personal because they have associations with the party they accused of the people yelling. Why be acting like this not real? You feel what I'm saying? And if you don't think that they would have put that out and they claimed that they had it, and this is a hate crime, so this would have went to the Supreme Court possibly. So, and he has celebrity status. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, a lot of people want to get taken down because they homophobic. Fuck y'all to think like that. Fuck y'all because he spoke against your political party. This man is innocent. Fuck y'all. And this is what Chris Rock said. Just in case you missed it.
I guess I gotta present an award. They said no Jussie Smollet jokes. Yeah, I know. What a waste of light skin, you know? You know what I could do with that light skin? That curly hair, my career would be out of here. You fucking running Hollywood. Yes, no, just... What the hell was he thinking? From now on, I ain't never gonna know you're Jussie from now on. You don't even get the you no more. That you was respect. You ain't getting no respect from me.
Respect. Funny. Okay. Respect. That was the funniest thing he said in that whole bit. My thing is this. I have tremendous respect for his craft, of his ability, of how he worked throughout the years. You feel what I'm saying? His shit was cracked like Pookie, as he's very familiar with the character. So as I'm talking and you can hear the speech, everybody laughing, that's what they do. And also, man, I seen some ignorant ass shit. People saying, what the fuck award is this? Why is it all blacks here? I don't see no whites here. This is a racist award. You're only interested because it's Chris Rock. You didn't give a fuck about the award anyway. You didn't know nothing about it until you seen Chris Rock. So why the fuck does it matter? So anyway, continue back to it. I don't watch none of that shit anyway, yo. I just happen to see this shit. And this is my first time actually speaking on Jussie's case because of the fact that, you feel what I'm saying, I don't prejudge shit, and I understand that. Malcolm already told you the power of manipulation when it comes time to this media shit. So why the fuck are y'all still sitting back so gullible? I don't understand this shit. But it's not for me to understand why how y'all move. I just had to improve and educate y'all. So Chris Rock, you don't get a pass for Louis C.K. saying nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Nigger. And a lot of OGs feel like nigger is worse. So you do a lot of wild shit and everybody just let that shit ride. Everybody let that shit ride. That may be the reason why your wife divorced you. You feel me? Cause you did start off strong as fuck starting off. But I don't know how dated that Louis C.K. interview is, because it's like, you know, but at some point, and then if they told you not to say it and you still deliberately said it, I don't know if that's true or not, if this your setup scheme, but if they deliberately told you not to say it and you still said it anyway, you feel me, just for a little bit of laughs, it's not really worth it, then you a fucking clown. But I'm not really surprised, because you sat up there, it took Jerry Seinfeld, a white man, to say it's not funny, I don't find it funny, it don't matter, why would you even have the idea or thought to say it? You understand about it, like you should be hip to it. And Chris Rock, yeah, you know, but this guy, like, what the fuck is you talking about, bruh? Dumb shit. And that's why Nipsey was so fucking important, bro. And I love this generation, yo, because you know, it's bittersweet in this generation, because we not listening to the people just trying to say, oh, just say yes and submit. We not doing that shit, bro. We going the fuck off. We want change, not want. We demanding that shit. And a lot of people, there's a lot of youth that's going crazy because they don't think that shit is possible, because they seen the craziest shit. They like bombings and all types of shit. They like, I want to live, yo, fuck that. You do have some people that think like that. So we can't like that's not here. Chris Rock, you can't sit up here and keep doing this shit. You feel what I'm saying? And also, y'all, I spoke with Animal Boys, but Dave Chappelle's situation with Bill Cosby was different. So, you know, and I love Dave Chappelle. I'm not trying to say he did anything wrong or right. I'm just saying, I'm just asking y'all. Revealing and proven information now. So, episode 13. My thing is this, Chris Rock, you have to be pointed out for the fuckery that you do, my guy. You have to, yo. You can't sit up here and continue this dumbass shit. Cause you a goofy clown. Your jokes wasn't funny. Like Tambourine was a classic stand-up, bro. Anybody that watched Tambourine, I felt like that was very underrated. Dave Chappelle came through and burnt all that shit, to be honest. So it's like nobody even really gave a fuck. So I guess he decided that he had to go the lowest as possible and make a joke about this man that he's proven innocent. And remind y'all, we about to get closed out with the Nipsey talk. And we're going to talk more about Nipsey tomorrow as well. Nipsey appreciation for life. Anyway, Chris Rock is from an era where he made a joke also supporting OJ beating a murder. Someone that committed a murder versus someone that was attacked. So someone that committed a murder allegedly, but he beat the trial, so he's innocent. Y'all celebrated. All them comedians that try to burn Jussie and shit like that. And I respect the ones that don't. You feel what I'm saying? So, and I think DL, he up and down. I think he be playing the fence on a lot of shit. He be playing, DL try to play both sides. I guess it's strategic. That's what you gotta do when you in the business and all that. The real ones die first though. So rest in peace, rest in peace, Bernie Mac. So at the end of the day, the real ones die first. Chris Rock, you a buster. Lame as fuck for this. Everything else about you, you a legend, bro. Why the fuck do you have to sink this low? And I see people say, well, you're a legend, you can do this. You can go against the grain and still talk about him. You a clown, bro. And if it is mainly an all-black award, a TV One award, whatever, I don't even know the name. Like I said, I don't watch none of that shit like that at all. I don't even watch TV like that. I watch game, basketball, baseball, football, UFC fights, depending on who's fighting. But I just be working on my shit, and I got my own little shit coming up. But anyway, back to the point of the matter. You're lame. It wasn't funny, and a lot of people was like boycott Empire. And I hate, and we have to keep saying this. Stop crucifying your own people. You feel what I'm saying? And I think these jokes is hurting, yo. But if it's jokes that's from the my generation, then that's cool. Like, we're the meme generation, and we're gonna joke about that shit. Like, for some of the one, I say we because we all one body. But if you are OG and shit, and you still and you should have some type of intelligence to know how this shit operate, yo. You feel what I'm saying? That's why everybody gonna fall in the monopoly, and they use niggas as one image and attach it to everybody. So, but we do have all the people that's still in a childish mentality that sadly never gonna grow. It is what it is. Closing out, Chris Rock, get your shit together, man. You can't just be buck dancing, my nigga. So, at the end of the day, hey, Tony more real than you. I guess that's why you're not popping. But this is my unbiased opinion. Everybody say Tony more realer, and they say Tony a little bit more funnier. You feel me? Keep it a buck. Ain't no division and shit. They brothers. Of course, they're like, yo, fuck him. Alright, he's just a random nigga from Maryland with honey or base sauce. He's just a dope ass lyricist, a poet. You feel me? An activist amongst unity for all for Hampton's views. And we on. Fuck him. He watch our shit as I study. And when I get on my childish Gambino shit, watch me Spike Lee, my Alpha Hitchcock. I'm too nasty. I'm Ali. Nipsey, I'm trying to tell you, y'all don't understand what Nipsey put inside of us. The same thing that Pop put inside Nip, he put that in us. This shit is gonna be continuous. Y'all don't understand. Every time y'all kill these niggas, forgive me. Every time y'all kill these, cause I'm upset, bro. Y'all don't understand, bro. Like, I deadass was crying and shit. over Nip. Y'all don't understand. Anyway, man, every time y'all kill our kings and our queens, I just want y'all to know that it's not gonna end how y'all think it's gonna end, man. Their energy just gonna keep getting passed on like a baton to the next generation. Unity, all love. I'm gonna end it out for my Mexican brothers, my Mexican kings and queens, my Latina kings and queens, my African international kings and queens, my Chandler Park kings and queens. If we got kings and queens in Europe, one love to you as well. Let's all get it in. Revealing the Proven Nation now. You feel what I'm saying? Nip, you gonna live forever.
Over time, cause I ain't have a mic. I was in that Chevy playing Savage Life. Yeah, niggas looking like I had it wrong. Now them niggas know I had it right. They don't know about them sleepless nights, them looking for a reason nights. They say it's 6 degrees in life. Opportunity, preparation, and meat is nice. Trapping for a cheaper price, hustling for a buck and keep your sneakers right. Money, power, and respect for the chosen few. Came through on low pros, now they notice you. 19, fuck rap, I'm the local truth. Me and Hump had the Alpinas, we the only two. Promote the gang, live and die for my rollie chain. Rich, gang banging music, I know my lane. Curb serving off the corner was a protege. I popped the trunk and I'm manifesting my mogul ways. Do you know the pain? Brody in the state, I'm on the block, quarter ounce of cane. Life cycles and circles that bubble in the rage. Turn to self-destruction behavior, somebody like some sage.
I don't know if you've ever had an interview start like this, but I cried to you last night, Nipsey.
You cried to me.
Yeah. And I think people may want to dive into this stuff more, especially now if they're barely getting caught up on just your way of thinking. When it's not music, it's an article.
Right.
It was when Complex had not a confrontation, but you guys spoke after they had already put you on this list that was like an underwhelming, underachievers type list.
Right.
But the reason I cried, not because you stood up to whoever the author was, but more so because of how affirmative you were.
Right.
Like there's this part in this interview where the guy's trying to explain why they put you on this list of like underachieving people.
Right.
And then you were like, if I'm in the street, no one's gonna be like, oh, Nip hasn't dropped.
Right.
He's not doing well.
Right.
They're gonna look at me and they're gonna say, keep going.
Right.
Because you're supposed to be dead. You're supposed to be doing jail time. You're not supposed to be here.
Off top.
And your following words were like, I am the law of attraction.
Right.
I'm doing God's work. Like all of that stuff. And I don't mean to cry. But seeing that happen in 2000, and this is like years ago, 2013 might as well have been another generation ago, when people weren't thinking this way, especially when it came to big blog names and sites like Complex, right? We weren't expected to stand up to that type of critique.
Right.
I think you mentioned it felt very like spectating on us.
Right.
Sarcastically.
Yeah.
And then to like
cynical.
Yeah, and then to see now, it's almost like a redemptive quality that I feel like every fan of yours, every follower of yours feels today. Because this is not something that you just jumped on.
Right.
This is not something that like is a trend or you saw someone else do. Like you have been speaking it since you started.
Right.
I don't know why I cried. I was like in bed, like my baby's right next to me. I'm like, you're so whack. But it made me cry.
Nah, that's love. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that.
I think there's this culture too that since that was in 2013 and now I'm seeing it as well, like a cynical take or like a sarcastic take is almost the go-to now. And that legitimizes you. Like, how can you clown this artist or how can you clown like this moment in media? But this is real life stuff.
You gotta do anything you do with love or you shouldn't do it, or it's gonna come across like it ain't. If you cook some food and it ain't no love in it, it's not gonna taste the same. If you covering a culture and you don't got love for that culture, you're not native to that culture and you don't have the understanding of what the qualities and the values of that culture is, you don't got no right having an opinion about it. And that's what the Complex back and forth was. It's like, you know what I'm saying, y'all got y'all whole metrics wrong. You know what I mean? Like, where I come from, like you said, I ain't on drugs, I ain't dead, I ain't, doing 100 years. I'm an overachiever.
Period.
Yeah.
Don't get it confused. Don't judge me on rap standards. Don't put me on rapper time, because you know my life ain't just a rapper life, and my history, my background ain't a rapper background. So you gotta judge me as a man in the ground I covered. And if that's the case, you know, triple your whole staff up, and you're gonna have my path and my journey.
To see that not just be said, because at the same time, at that time, they still, the conversation still felt like the tone, like, well, you do seem like you're taking it personal, Nipsey.
Right.
Well, you do seem this way, Nipsey.
Right.
But I think the turnaround moment, the today, the now,
right,
to see you still be on your tip, because it's like, sometimes it's like the realest people don't go far.
Right.
But it's like, no, I told you that, and then now I'm here.
This was what I knew even back then. We was having that argument, like, all right, bro, what it been 5 years, 6 years? Track your progress from then to now. Track mine. Let alone the 10 years before that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we got writers that's writers. We got great writers. We got Ernest Hemingway. We got real legendary. You're not one of them writers, bro. You know what I'm saying? So for you to have this opinion on who to, like, what's what, like, you know, you got to validate yourself before, you know, because if I put the microscope on what you doing, not even just in music or writing, just in life, it ain't gonna stack up. But, you know, everybody's entitled to their opinions. That's why I fired back and gave them my opinion. You know what I mean? And I just made points. I just gave facts in that article. And I read it back afterwards too. And I'm like, yeah, let me be critical on myself and see if I was just like being over aggressive with this dude. Everything I said was a fact.
Yeah.
Go through there and break down everything that was spoken on. Everything was a fact and a point. And even now, further on down the line, it still stand up. I ain't tell no lies. You feel me? So
I think that's what the beautiful part about it is now, and that it resonated because it's been so many years. And I don't mean to go to the past about it, but it's again, like I said, it's redemptive in the fact that they might have had whatever standpoint that they had, like, well, it's true he hadn't dropped, or the Crenshaw thing, like what after type stuff.
Right.
But it's like, no, now you can't.
That was before I put out Crenshaw too. That was like 3 weeks before I put out Crenshaw. And the reason we had that interview is because when I put out Crenshaw, they asked me for an interview. And I told them, man, suck my dick. It's $10,000 for an interview. I was frustrated. I sent that back in the email. And because of that, I ended up having a meeting with Mark Echo, who owned Complex at that time. Mark Echo, one of us, you know what I mean? He from this. And so we ended up talking and became friends. And he like, bro, you know, the magazine got their own individual opinion. I let them do what they do. But let's have another convo. Get on the phone after the fact and talk to him. Tell him everything you told me.
Right.
Because when I went up there and had a convo with Mark Echo, I told him, you got to vet your writers and before they speak on behalf of your brand. And I said that in the article. You say anything bad about Nip in a certain part of LA, a nigga will slap you. Not me. Somebody will slap you for that. So just pick your words wisely and be respectful about something that you are not native to.
Yeah.
And I ain't got nothing to do with race, because I don't know what race do what. I can tell his point of view. And then I even said Complex as a whole, y'all opinion be funny style sometimes. Y'all be trying to poke fun at, like, this our life. We ain't monkeys dancing for y'all entertainment. You feel me? So be careful when you talking about this shit. Niggas would take offense to that.
I think even when you said, like, even if you don't like it, don't say anything. Because understand there's still that person's still going through it.
And guess what? If you don't like it, cool, I get it, but at the end of the day, you saying something bad about it might impact the business of it. So then now what if I trip on you?
Yeah.
What if I feel like you fucking my money up? And you got your platform and your power. What if I direct my power toward tripping on you now? Because I feel like you fucking up my dough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be wrong. So keep shit on the surface. Don't you feel me? Because you got a platform, you got some strength. The type people and the people you spitting on their name, they got platforms and strength also.
Yeah.
And we all gonna meet in the middle. You know what I mean? It ain't to be threatening and none of that. It's just like keep shit like in reality. If you wouldn't say that to me in my face, don't say that shit from the safety of your 32nd floor office.
And a brand, because it's not the person.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why I said you throwing rocks hiding your hand, but it's all love. I never responded to y'all ask for an interview. And that's another spit in my face. Like, stop with this fake shit.
Yeah.
But you know, I overstand everything.
Yeah.
That's just the nature of that shit. But certain times it'll irk you to the point you'll just say something. Yeah. And it's like, man, I could really just hit you with all facts. You feel me? And I could get mad at you and flex on you. But I do a little of both, so you don't think I'm just either one, because I could just quietly tell you fact for fact how you got your whole story wrong.
Yeah.
Or I could just tell you was a bitch ass nigga and slap you.
Yeah.
But let's find a middle ground. You feel me?
You did both eloquently.
I read it back like 2 years
Very
later. I'm
articulate.
like, damn, that's a cold. It's a cold conversation we had.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, it stands the test of time, and it's stuff that other people can go back to. We go back to a lot of our greats interviews, and unfortunately that was on, well, still articles are great, but for people to be able to go back to that something like that, it can impact you in whatever stage you're in right now.
Straight up.
Even back then, you seeing label, I think more so nowadays we're watching young people get into label deals, and it's something you mentioned early, and what gets a lot of people that are young very quickly is like, we're gonna give you a bunch of money up front, and you see the money but you don't know that it's a loan.
Right.
And then on some intellectual property stuff, and you were like, give me an asset.
Right.
It's like, no. And it's like, why would I not have an asset that I've made? Like, why is it not mine? And so again, to see you still stand up for something way back when I don't feel people were standing up like that, now it's becoming more of a trend. Now it's where people are younger and like getting these conversations and not being swayed so much by like the money aspect of it. I saw that with you prior. And I think we've all kind of seen that influence that you've had, even if it's not musically, even if it's not how someone sounds, it's how someone moves behind the scenes, which is more important.
Right. That's how, if you look at what made people start wearing clothes that fit when everything was baggy, what made people fashion change, what made people feel comfortable doing a lot of things I was like, wasn't like culturally correct.
Mm-hmm.
The music changed. So you want people to think ownership, the music changed, the trend changed, and you start talking about it. People got in their interviews and start making it a badge of honor to be independent and to own your things. And now you got young people coming into the game, turning down big deals.
Yeah.
You know, going indie so they can own their thing. They might not even understand what that mean in the long run. They just know that that's in style, is to be an owner.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I played a role in that, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, if we're gonna follow trends, might as well be that one.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. On the Forbes article that they released about you, you mentioned a book, The 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing. I read that book and it fucked me up, because the first chapter was like, don't expand your brand too much, because it can, like a certain car brand, right, try to make so many different models, and in that they lose their focal point.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, damn, that ties into Nipsey, because I just see Marathon Clothing, Marathon Agency, Marathon Water, like everything is Marathon, and it's tied in.
Yeah, I think even outside of like business and branding, even in music, when you get an album that's all over the place, you'd be like, you know what I'm saying? But then you get them albums that's really focused and that's really, you know, a place, it's a world, or just really an idea that they really zoomed all the way in on. So I think brands also get more powerful the more focused they are. It's like In and Out sell hamburgers. You know what I mean? They got a line around the corner.
Yeah.
Every day, they don't got no salads on the menu. They don't got they sell hamburgers, fries, and shakes. But they known for that. They keep that at a high level. So I feel like, you know, you got powerful brands that's really focused on just doing specific things better than everybody else.
Yeah.
You know?
How do you do that and then still build? Because that was like my question after reading that. Like, shoot, but you want to do other things, but you're trying to stay focused too.
I mean, you get clientele more than transactions. You build clientele, and that's a lifetime. If you live by what your values are, your brand values, you get a client that over the course of your whole spending career, they didn't spend with you and supported you, and they end up being worth more than 1,000 one-time customers. You have fads, you have moments that really hit big, and they got one-time customers. They can't repeat that over and over and over. They got a moment where they did it right, but then if that's the case, they'll do them numbers every time they drop.
Yeah,
but, you know. Other brands, not even artists, other brands, you know, just being consistent with what they build, because they super serve who follow them, and they over deliver to the ones that's with them, and so it's a consistent clientele they build. You know what I mean? So I just think, you know what I mean, it's different strokes for different folks though, and everybody's approach is gonna be different. But that book got a lot of game in it, just about what makes a brand powerful.
This is I want to ask you so you could think about it while I explain this. You have great business deals and a lot of success in business. I want you to think of maybe a learning lesson business move that you may have had, or something that you're like, damn, that didn't go so well. But I remember in Victory Lap, where you talk about how your brother put the safe in the backyard.
Yeah.
And then when you guys went to go dig it up, it was like mold all over it. So it's like the money lost there. You're saving, but at the same time, like you couldn't rescue it all.
Right.
And those learning moments, like, oh, okay, maybe let's not put safes in backyards. But
Definitely don't bury no money.
what's a business move that you've had that you're like, maybe I shouldn't have either jumped too soon or too late on it?
You've been blessed, honestly. You've been doing all right, man. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
I hope, you know.
Well, because I know
keep it
Jordan,
up.
I think it's a Jordan quote, and I'm a Kobe fan, but still, it's a Jordan quote. Like, I'm the best because I've lost so much.
Yeah. I mean, just, you know, I fucked up my sacks early when I was what I mean? I learned how to bring it all back when I was a little younger. So I think that if I don't live by my rules, I know why I failed or why it didn't work. If I live by the rules though that I learned in the game that I got, that shit works. It's consistent.
Yeah.
It's just about being disciplined and sticking to the script throughout the whole time. But the rules work. You know, you apply the rules, that shit work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a formula.
For sure.
Racks in the middle. I didn't know what that meant.
When you first heard the title, you ain't know what that meant.
I didn't know what that meant.
Right.
And then Jorge looked at me like, I've taught you better than this.
Right.
But okay, racks in the middle is like putting thousands of dollars in the middle.
That's why he said I was riding around in the V12 with the racks.
I don't even know what V12 is. I'm not like hip like that.
It's a car. It's a 12 cylinder. Some expensive shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's expensive. That's what I know. Yeah. But the racks go in the middle.
That don't fit in your pocket. If you got some real bands, you gotta put them in a bag or something, or you might just like sit it right here.
See, and that's like, I love your stunt, because your stunt is not just like, I got bands.
Right.
It's because then you even say like, you got the blues in the.
Oh, JP got you the full walk.
No,
huh?
I felt stupid once I asked him what's racks in the middle, and then I'm like, I'm not even gonna bring this up to you again.
Right.
But
I got the blues on the dash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
hundreds.
Yeah, hundreds.
Blue faces.
See.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're learning.
There you go.
No, but one part of the song, and I think that it's very important because it goes back again, like full circle into your first year come up, is the stuff about fats and the stuff about like you, not for nothing, but a lot of your success you attribute to the team around you. Yeah. And even in your success, you're thinking of the people that aren't there for you, with you now. In particular, when it comes to the people that you're doing this for and the people that you're doing it as a representation of, is that responsibility heavy?
It's heavy, but it's felt, you know. I feel that it's people that depend on this thing to keep going, to keep growing, you know, but we built for the challenge, you know. We aware of what it is. I really be feeling like, man, we didn't got through some hard times, you know. We didn't been through uphill battles in this thing, so I'm not naive enough to think we don't got other steep hills we got to go up and just challenging moments. But you know, I got a cold history that I can reflect on.
Yeah,
just a moments that I felt questionable and just like, I don't know if we can do it.
Yeah,
and we didn't got through all of them. So you know, I think that's one of the benefits we got, that we survived some turbulence. You know, we been. It's like a sailor that been on the ocean through some bad storms. It might get rough, but you know, you seen some bad ones, so you got some reference of it calming back down and getting cool, you know?
Really, Nip? There's nobody like you. And I don't say that to like kiss your butt, but there's people that are categorized as street rappers. There's people that are categorized as conscious, storytellers, lyrical. I feel like you encompass, like if we had like categories, you check every box.
Right.
Do you know that you're different? Like, you know that it's not the same as everyone else?
I mean, that's the goal. You know, it's like if an athlete is like a scoring champ, the game bigger than just scoring. It got dimensions to it. So you might have to work on your defense and get your defense up. And the goal is to be an overall player though.
Yeah.
Same with music, with hip hop. We want to be hit makers. We want to be album makers. We want to be global brands. We want to be touring artists. But you can't do everything at once. It's something you build, and eventually you start seeing something form.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, that look like something over there. So
it's literally like speaking different languages. You're like quadlingual. You could speak to every fan, every type of fan.
Right.
I don't see it and I feel stupid because people are gonna be like, so-and-so's like this and so-and-so's like this. Like I hear Hove, I hear Ross in my head already when I think that. It's just different with you.
That's love.
And I think beyond, and if I think the biggest attraction to Nip already is your business moves, and people know like clap for him for that.
Right.
It's like, no, listen to him too.
Right.
Like, pay attention to, because it's more than that.
Right.
And you know, this is my first album. You know, to be a fan from the mixtapes, it means you've been really tuned in. But it's a lot of people that just check what's on the front page of their Spotify or check what's on the front page of their Apple. So by us being in album mode now, it's like, you know, I'm sure that the story will be more music based. You know what I mean? That's the goal. That's something I'm challenged by.
Yeah.
I want the music to have center stage at some point. And I said this earlier, like I never wanted to be no starving artist. I never wanted to be somebody like desperate, you know, because they make music all day. So I focused on business as I went. Even before having businesses, I was a hustler. That's why I didn't rap, because I was hustling. I was trying to get dough.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I've kept that mentality. But as these businesses grow, as, you know, the foundation we standing on become more solid, it's like I'm liberated to just be an artist.
Yeah.
And just focus on making music, you know what I mean?
I have one more thing before I let you go.
Yeah.
Because I talk a lot.
It's all good. You got the right job for that.
The Dr. Sebi doc.
Yeah.
I keep hearing people like so afraid for you, and it makes me afraid.
Protect Nip.
Yeah, it makes
That's
me
crazy.
afraid, and it's almost become like a funny like meme type thing to say. But diving into it, I got diagnosed with something called Hashimoto's disease. It's an autoimmune disease, and Jorge was like, "Okay, Dr. Sebi, we need to go." And he's not alive anymore; he passed away.
Right.
But he has like a store out here,
Yeah.
and the stuff that they've provided has helped a lot.
Right.
What got you interested in Dr. Sebi?
When my girl put me on Sebi. And, you know, me, I'm like, all right, let me see what it's about. And I wasn't eager to believe it, you know. I just started listening to him talk. You feel me? I'm a word person. You know what I mean? I write. I'm a performer. I'm a talker. So I felt a certain frequency from what he was saying.
Yeah.
It was making too much sense. And then I tried it. And I felt the impact. I didn't have no disease I was trying to get rid of.
Yeah.
I just was tired from touring and from being on the road all the time and smoking weed and not eating right. And I'm like, I need to figure out a way to keep my energy balanced. And it worked. You know what I'm saying? And so I started really reading up on dude, watching his interviews and everything, and I just found myself telling people about it. I ain't even wanted to be no like spread the word, campaign, be an evangelist. I just started talking to people about it. Anybody that say something, oh, you should try this, bro, or, you know, sis, you should try this. Then I found out about that trial, and I'm like, damn, that story, forget about the health benefits of it and all that, just from a story point of view. Somebody went to trial and proved in court that they cured HIV. That's a great story. You know what I mean? From that point of view, that story should be told, you know? And so that's why I've been trying to collect info and put together the documentary about it. Not on some like convert the world to take Sebi's. I think that story is interesting.
It should be told.
Yeah.
Lauren, when you guys first got together, gave you a book, right? And it was
she gave me a lot of books.
Yeah, that's so cute. But one of them was it was the one about how to be with a partner, right? That's like a.
You talking about the Way of the Superior Man book? Yeah.
And it kind of helps women with men that are more powerful, kind of like being around them or being in relationships with them, correct? Do you have tips for guys that are with women that are also in that type of a superior woman and a superior position? Because I feel like it's both of you guys giving that off.
Right. I just feel like whoever you surround yourself with, you around 10 broke niggas, you're gonna be the 11th one. You around people that have high standards for themselves or high integrity, got high standards for their friends, for their people. You know, that's gonna rub off and you're gonna have that type of energy around you. So if you with somebody and they somebody that's high energy or a powerful person, you know, that's motivation for you to stay on top of your game. Because, you know, somebody probably gonna call you out or it's gonna be lopsided. You know what I mean? And so, you know, I know my girl work. My girl will bring home a check. You know what I mean? So it's like, what I look like falling off. You know what I mean? Not that I would feel like it's cool to fall off if I didn't, but it's just like, you got a little bit more of a daily reminder. You know
like
what I mean?
steel sharpens steel.
100%. That's the simple way to say it.
Yeah.
Period.
Thank you, Nip. Thank you for talking to me.
Thank you. You already know
I'm
it's
glad
love.
I didn't cry too much.
You did good. Don't trip. You did great.